out loud, it is not istophobic to say you need a wiki to watch the show. I am Mecha. I am tired of these articles and these creators and these people who do this stuff. Ms. Marvel co-creator responds to the istophobic backlash against the series. Seriously, you're calling people who question who this is for and point out that this is for a small group of people, because people like me who have no idea what this culture is pause the show every 5 seconds to look up terminology, words. I feel like I'm being dropped inside of a foreign country that I don't speak the language of.
Does anyone here speak English?
And I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying that as an audience member, it's a little bit inaccessible for me without needing, I don't know, Cliff Notes, a wiki, something. And screw you for calling us istophobes. I'm tired of it. Seriously, I'm so tired of it. Not only am I tired of it, I am offended on behalf of the people that you're trying to pander to because it seems a little stereotypical. It seems a little istophobic itself for being a stereotype of this culture. Now, let's get into this. 6 days ago, I'm a little late on this one, I'm sorry. I did want to watch the thing before, and another thing. Why? Let me pull that up. What the crap happened with Ms. Marvel here in this last 2 seconds? What the crap happened? Because 1 minute I'm looking at Ms. Marvel and it's literally she's just standing there, and then the next minute is Brie crapping Larson.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
So 1 minute I'm looking at Ms. Crap and Marvel, and then the next minute, so I'm looking at Ms. Marvel, the next minute she goes into her closet, and that one comes out, right? So now it's Brie Larson in a new costume. She looks around, she's surrounded by the guy who's been stalking me for 2 years, like in his room with all the pictures of her and stuff. Because you can clearly see what's in behind me. It's like Mario's and video games and crap, and you can probably see it a little better if I didn't have that. Oh yeah, the Reefer Madness poster is gonna go up. So, I mean, for somebody who really doesn't give a crap about that one there, I'm confused. Did little Miss Marvel turn into Captain People? Is this like a Freaky Friday not Parent Trap, Big, or vice versa sort of situation? Is that what this is? Or did she summon Captain People from another place and swap places? I don't know. Is this a bot? Like, I'm confused as an audience member.
I understand your frustration.
I am so confused as an audience member. I don't know what's going on, and now they're calling me istophobic. If you've been reading my Ms. Marvel reviews, then you already know how much I love this series. Written by, I can't pronounce your name. Do I need a wiki to know how to pronounce your name? I wonder if she probably has me blocked. Oh, she doesn't. Is she a she or is she a they? Who knows? Who cares? Then you already know how much I love this series. It is a pleasure to see a version of myself on screen as a Marvel superhero. When do I get one?
I understand your frustration.
And why does she turn into the whitest woman in the galaxy? Does she turn into her? I mean, she's certainly trying to be her. Like, look at how much Captain People stuff she's surrounded by. Like, is this Muslim culture wanting to be white girls? I don't understand any of this. Is that istophobic too? Who cares at this point? What are they gonna do? Bully me off the internet? I guess. Who cares? It's given us everything we could hope for, and even if you can't relate to the aspect of it, this thrilling story is enough to reel anyone in. Alright, except for the fact that every 5 seconds the music kicks on, and it's sitar music and Indian singing, and it's languages I don't understand, and it's songs I've never heard of in my life, except for the one Asha Bhosle song, I believe, but I only know her from a song about smoking something you probably shouldn't be talking about on YouTube, from some Bollywood musical that I've never seen. Anywho, However, not everyone has felt this enthusiastic about the series. In fact, the show was review bombed as premiered. Who knows how to do that? How can you do that? With some opinioning it was too cringe or too woke. I don't think it's woke. Cringe, yes. It was very cringe because it went from having these moving backgrounds to not. To like these dark, stupid Marvel movies, green, like or Marvel TV series, sort of. Scenes of just fighting and crap. The other thing is, like, okay, so one minute we're following Kamala Khan and she's getting chased by the good guys who are now the bad guys. So, like, this sexy boy that she's in love with, his mother, who's old enough, as old as her great-grandmother, right? So she's a good guy, but then she's a bad guy. So she goes after Kamala Khan, tries to stab her, and then all of a sudden she ends up in a train station in the middle of Pakistan during the partition, which I had to look up. And wow, that's a history lesson and a half for you about the Indian Civil War. And I need a better education in Indian history because I'm American. We don't know how to read or write or do laundry until American kids probably can't even wipe their own behinds without having Super Nanny come in when they're 12 years old to do it for them. So pretend we don't know this. Pretend we don't know this, especially if our representation is supposed to be capping people.
Drop the taco. Get in the car.
Capping people, apparently, even though she was in a Bollywood musical where she comes in and saves the day on a white horse. Oh my God, they do want to be Brie Larson. They want Brie Larson to save them. Is that Pakistani Muslim culture? Is that it? I don't know. I don't honestly know. You're confusing the crap out of me. And it's very hard to see.
I understand your frustration.
Not everyone felt as enthusiastic. Despite the negative backlash, Ms. Marvel has now become the highest rated Marvel project on Rotten Tomatoes, higher than Black Panther. Really? Oh, so they review bomb it. Ah!
Come in! Mayday! I'm losing your transmission!
Ms. Marvel co-creator Sana Amanat expected the backlash, as did the studio. And she even understands where it may be coming from. I think it comes from a place of anger. No? I'm confused. Is confusion anger now? Is that another one of those things that they did? Is that another one of those words that they changed the meaning of? Like equity, people are now how much value you have in your house and that type of crap. In a sense, their identities are being threatened.
Are you threatening me?
How? When she wants to be the whitest woman in the galaxy? Or say, what? How is my identity being threatened by a show for 12-year-old girls from New Jersey who happen to be Muslim? It doesn't threaten my identity at all. Cause see, I'm not so selfish that I need to see myself on screen. If I want my representation, I'll watch Beavis and Butthead. Those are my pronouns. I'm not shared with NBC Asian America. If they cannot connect with it, that's okay. I just wish they wouldn't try and put us down. But the show's bad. We're not trying to put you down. I wanted to give it a fair shot. I wanted to like it. I wanted to go in and see if there was anything to enjoy. The parents are great. Oh God, I love the parents. I want a whole show about the mom going to see Bon Jovi, and I want a whole show about the family. I want it to be a sitcom, like Married with Children or something, where or maybe not Married with Children, but just like a sitcom, like like a Roseanne even, where the mom is the star of the show, and the bratty, ungrateful teenage daughters out there fight. Like we barely see her, right? You know, like she'll come home and her mom will be like, hello Kamala, did you have a great day home from school? And she's like, no, I tried to save a guy, but I ended up dropping him and he broke his leg. Oh, well, that's nice, dear. Try to cheer up. Hey, look what we brought you from, the mosque. I want to see that. I want to see that show. Look what your aunties brought you. Isn't this fun? She's like, no, I'm going to go upstairs. And then she goes and whines and pouts and we don't see her again and we just see the mom and the dad. That's what I want. I want that show because they're delightful. They're so fun. They're so enjoyable. Kamala comes across as really like a whiny brat. And dear God, I do not want to see a whiny brat. Right? The star of the show is bad. It has nothing to do with her ethnicity. It has nothing to do with her identity. I want to know about this culture. I think it's kind of interesting because I like the parents so much. That would bring me into a show about their culture way more than a bratty, whiny teenage little C-word who's ungrateful and nasty to her parents half the time. For crying out loud. For crying out loud.
You've really opened up my eyes.
Isn't it fair that everyone gets to see a version of themselves on screen? So this is just you. So you're a bratty teenager? So Sana Amanat is a bratty teenager. Got it. Do we need to see more bratty teenage C-words on screen? I don't think so. I think they get really, really annoying. And there's a reason why I didn't watch the Paris Hilton show, or you remember in Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, or Teen Mom, or The Jersey Shore, or any of these bratty ass, rich, snotty teenage girls. Don't want to see it. That's not me. I can't relate to that. I cannot relate to... I mean, maybe I can a little bit as being bratty, but for crying out loud, it's not likable. It doesn't make me want to watch this character. Maybe I'm too old for it. Who knows?
I understand your frustration.
Words cannot express how amazing it has been to see an accurate representation of Pakistani and Muslim cultures in this series. I've never seen my parents so invested in a Marvel thing before. It brings me such joy to share this with them. The fact that there's so much hatred out there for the show is disappointing, but it's great to see that as well. There's also a lot of love and appreciation. Amanat is choosing to focus on the positive as well. She's aware of how much this show means to people, and she understood the assignment when she took it on. Thanks to Amanat, the rest of the cast and crew, Ms. Marvel has given us a unique look at a different culture and perfectly intertwined with self into the larger MCU. It is not like this is a one-off show. There are larger repercussions at play here. And for those who aren't on board with Ms. Marvel, I have some news for you. She isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Oh no, well, of course not. She turned into the whitest woman in the galaxy, remember? Brie Larson.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Brie, you know her. She'll tell you to like and subscribe and all that crap, right?
Please like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, keep your comments to yourself.
And we got a trailer. Oh, this isn't too long of an article. Good. So they call us istophobes. They don't want us to complain. They want us to shut up and keep our mouth shut. And I'm sorry, I watch it. Did you not want me to watch it? I mean, I didn't sign up for Disney Plus or anything to watch it, but for crying out loud, did you not want me to watch it, or did you want me to watch it and kind of review it? Because I have seen them all, except for the fourth episode that I fell asleep for, which is probably why it's confusing. Here's my recap. They go back in time. She ends up saving her own grandmother because her great-grandmother got killed by the evil genie jinn people, and she is the reason for the whole family's magic or something. No, her whole family's magic from something else because they're all jinn. But she gets the magic bracelet that unlocks her superpower, and then she goes forward in time because the evil jinn chick who killed her great-grandmother sacrifices herself in a change of heart at the last minute, and she goes back in time to the forward present day time where she tells her whole family who she is and what she is. She connects, has a nice moment. That's actually kind of a nice moment where she has the moment with her mother and her grandmother, because like I said, the family's the best part of the show. Then they come back to the United States from Pakistan. Oh yeah, they up and went to Pakistan for like 2 episodes for no reason to go and see the grandmother, because apparently the mother and the grandmother don't get along because the mother thinks the grandmother's crazy because of the magic stuff, but then the magic stuff's real. So this show is just so confusing. It's so confusing to even recap. So Kamala saves her own grandmother when her grandmother, and this is when her grandmother's like 2, like a baby, during the partition. So she's back in time. Meanwhile, she comes forward in time to make out with the hot pants, shirtless boy with the British accent, and she saves him because his mother killed her great-grandmother because they were the same age. I know, it gets confusing. And then all of a sudden, she's no longer a djinn. She's sort of not even inhuman. She becomes, like, they play a little bit of the X-Men music, which I didn't hear or pay attention to. So she's actually an X-Men mutant, but she's not like a real X-Men. She's supposed to be like the X-Men high school version of the X-Men. So it's not even X-Men anybody know or realize or care about. It's all like mopey teenage versions of the X-Men. So she's an X-Men genie mutant djinn thing who can time travel with a magic bracelet. And her goal in life is to become the whitest woman in the galaxy, Captain People. She's obsessed with her, in love with her, even though the people in this universe don't like Captain People because she left. She was gone. She buggered off all those years when Thanos was doing his thing and killing people and stuff, only to come back at the very end to get boink thunked out of the movie. So, that is what happened to Ms. Marvel. It is not a great show. It is not as bad as some of the other shows I've had to watch on this channel. I am Becca. I am going back to my live chat. Don't you go anywhere. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
You've really opened up my eyes.